Hey folks, welcome back to Tekkit with Trget. So, previous episode, I made my project table, which is here now. If that will go away. I made the project table, as well as my alloy furnaces to set them as smelting. So, I'm going to quickly get this doing some more for me. Are any of these filled up? So I have more than enough silicon bules. That's fine. I have plenty of brass, which is fantastic because I actually need lots of brass. I have lots of blue alloy and lots of red alloy, neither of which I'll be using in this episode. So what I'm going to do today is I'm not sure why I did that. Going to finish up wiring my item generation system over here. So the first thing I'm going to do, put that back in there, and I have lots of redstone, and what I want is glass. So to get some glass out of here, I'm actually going to get a stack of glass, put the wood away, and go to the crafting bench and make myself some pneumatic tubes. So I'll make a good bunch of them, as well as, well, I think most of them actually need to be redstone. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to make some transposers. Now, transposers are also a RedPower item, so let me just go get the stuff I need. So I need 2 planks, so I'm going to make 4 of them. And actually I'll make 2 more, because I'm going to go use my advanced crafting table. So I'm actually going to replace the one I have here with that, so that's 3, and then I need some stone. So 3 stone, and I also need 1, 2, 3, 5 cobblestone for each. So I'm just going to take a stack of cobblestone, and as always I need more redstone. So pull another 2 stacks of redstone, just to be sure that I have plenty. And oh, I need a chest, so use 8 of those to get myself a chest. And oh, another 4 of them for crafting table, and then I'm just going to pull a stack of wood out. So that just simplifies everything. So again, it's 3 wood with crafting table and a chest, and of course not cobblestone but wood gives you a project table. And if I place my project table down, you can see I can now place my items in it, because it's essentially a chest. And I also need a piston, so let's go get a stack of those. So what we're making is called a transposer, and a transposer works by, if I can remember the recipe correctly, two, three, four, 5 of them. Works by sucking items out of a tube, and you'll notice that they'll stay in there, which is actually quite handy. I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to, I'm not quite done. I forgot that I need to pull out 1, 2, 3, 4, excuse me, 4 more energy collectors. because these are going down here. Now first I'm going to remove all my old piping. From here, as well as these redstone engines. Make sure I pick up everything. Don't want to lose resources. And I should probably also make a screwdriver. Well, I could make a sonic screwdriver, but I'm not quite in the mood for that. So what I'm going to do is put all the pipes back in the chest, and then a screwdriver is made with a stick and a piece of iron, if I remember correctly. So I can make a stick, and I need to pull out a piece of iron. So get down to that level, switch the bronze, and of course I go on too far, as I always do, so I'll switch the lapis, take the iron. Hopefully that is the proper recipe. The iron, and no, it's not. Yeah, screwdriver. So, whoa, luckily those don't do anything. So I now have a screwdriver, which means I can take my transposer and I can place it there and there, and I can fill that in. Now this does simplify a lot of what I'm doing, so I get to right click with that, and I believe this is the output end, and then I go over this side and oh no, not there, not there. Oh, for crying out loud. And there I get to then place my transposers there and there, and I get to align them properly. That's the wrong way around. There we go. So the transposers are in place. Now I don't want pneumatic tubes, I want redstone tubes, because they will be supplying the power to the pneumatic tubes. So this is going to go there, that goes that way, that goes like that, but those are not supposed to go into that. So I will fix that in a moment, and I will do the same over here. Oh. Forgot I planted that there. Was an interesting surprise. So that goes there, and it has to go all the way this direction as well. So I'll dig out that block, and that one. So that's perfectly aligned. So now one other thing that I haven't made, which should be quite cool, is I'm going to make a and so now if I can remember what I need to make it, that would probably help a lot as well. So I'm going to go in here, luck hand. Now I want to make a diamond handsaw, because that's going to last. So I need 2 iron, 2 diamond, and some sticks. Now I already have some sticks, so I just need some diamond and some iron. So I need 2 diamond and 1, 2, 3 iron. in here, we take our, of course I can't remember 3 seconds after I looked at it, 3 sticks. We attach our 2 pieces of iron and our 2 pieces of diamond, and that gives us a diamond handsaw. Now I'm going to cut this. You can cut the block in half and end up with 2 cobblestone slabs. You cut those in half and you get some panels. So it's the panels were the item that I was looking for. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly down here, and I'm going to take these panels and I'm going to place them, not there, not there, whoa, I believe this is spazzing out on me slightly. Yeah. So now to place this there, I can do that, and that cuts off that connection. I can do the same on this side, and I need to do the same over here, which luckily is a bit easier. You can see the panels are actually quite nice and handy to make use of. Now the last thing I need is to have these work, they need to receive a redstone pulse. Now instead of using all the stuff I have on me to achieve that, I'll even put these panels away. I'll hang on to the charcoal, but I'm gonna take my screwdriver and put it in there, or hopefully it gets repaired by the talisman of repair. If not, I'll just make a nice and safe thing. But in the meantime, I can also put my diamond handsaw in there. Yeah, screwdriver's been repaired, so that's all good. And I almost forgot what I was doing, so now I'm gonna go get my RedPower cables, my red alloy. I'll just take 3 of that, or all of it. That can go in there. My destruction catalyst can go in there. I'll place these in there as well. And I'll make some red alloy wire and take some redstone, because wiring all this stuff up is a little bit trickier than it needs to be. So what I'm going to do is do that, and that can go there, which that should connect to that. There we go. And then I can bring the wiring up like that. I don't actually even need that one, which is fantastic. Now, as you can see, that's there, but I don't actually want it like that. I'd rather make some... Let's get my diamond handsaw back out, and I do have a nice piece of wood on me, so I'm gonna cut the plank in 2 and make myself some wooden panels. And then I'm going to place this here, and I'm going to take my wooden panels, and I actually want them placed on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the wool there, I'm going to place the panel there and there, place the panel there, because I suspect, yeah, I can put that there. And what I can then do is, if I go and get my block of wool back, which is over here, you'll notice that this looks reasonably normal. If I run back in here, and I want a button, so I'm going to change, put that back down there, and as you can see I have 52 in here. I'm going to change one of why do I always do this to myself? Change that piece of dirt. Put this back in there. My red alloy can go over here. My brass can go in there. Tubes can go in there. The brick, the iron, I'll even put in there, as well as the tubing. But I can now go, and I'm going to change all this into 4 pieces of stone. Which, if I can remember, let's see, can I remember how to make a button? Yes, I can remember how to make a button. So I'm going to place my button there. Whenever I press the button, 53, press the button again, and that's going to go up to 54. Now hopefully it didn't suck the wrong item out of the thing. Is it's really awkward to check that this is working properly, and I suspect this may not work exactly the way I want it to. There's red matter block, so 56. Oh, don't want to get in bed. But 2 and 56, so at least it's sucking something out of there. I can't tell if it's doing it from all of them. So 55. So time to go investigate, and I'm going to do that, but I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Tekkit with Trget. If you'd like to see me build anything or explain anything again, please leave a comment saying so. Otherwise, if you want to see more of this, do continue to watch the show and like it and subscribe to the channel. So I'll see you next time, folks. Bye.